Hey there viewers, and we are on day 19 of the web design challenge, and this idea connects a built-in chip to your phone to allow it to act like a credit card. My name is Roy, I'm a web designer, and let's get into the challenge. And before we get into the challenge, I would highly encourage you to open up Figma or Adobe XD and just give it a go. 1 hour time limit, share it on this channel or share it on social media, get some feedback and just rinse and repeat, and let's get into the video. Okay, so straight away I'm putting the main text into the frame and I'm trying to break it down, and here I'm thinking of different words, and I'm quite excited about this one because this is to do with mobile phones. Well, it's quite modern, getting away from using cards all the time. Everything seems to be going through the phone now, so I'm trying to think of headings such as pay for things easily with your phone's built-in chip. So this sounds, again, it's quite interesting, but I tried to stay along the brief. So get your phone to act like a credit card by using a built-in chip. So I thought that's quite a good idea. I'm surprised that this idea doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure it does. So this is not out yet, and so that's why I think that the sign up should just be asking for your email address to get notified when it comes out. And this is where the landing page, it's not just about design. This is just so much more than that. It's just about the text, the benefit, the value, everything that can entice the user to go for this. And if you have the right target audience, or you have the niche audience, if you're solving a problem, I might be getting a bit too deep into the strategy and business side of it, but at the end of the day, you're designing for a business, a client, a user, and the design is meant to aid to help in that goal, which is to get a sign up or a new customer. So anyway, straight away I just put in the nav, and I decided to call it chip card. I thought that has good keywords and it's pretty simple. And straight away, what I'm trying to do now is get icons from Tailwind CSS UI. I thought icons are just so good. They're straight to the point. They might not be obvious straight away. Icons, it brings a lot more to the page for users that are not they don't have English as their first language, for example, if this is going global. So maybe icons again can really hit home with what the business is about, because sometimes it's not easy to get so many images to represent it. So I'm going to Pexels now, if I pronounce it right. I thought, they have some really good images as well. So I started building a collection in there, because I'm usually always on Unsplash, but you have to be adaptable and you have to try different things. So I just went into Pexels, and wow, they got really good stuff. Again though, what I tried to do is find stuff that's not so common. Try and get images that haven't been used. For example, on Dribbble, there's some photos that are used maybe quite often than others. You'll get familiar with them, especially the ones that are on the popular page. So try and avoid those. And then again, I'm just looking for mobile payment, because if you want to be, there's two sides to this, where the image has to represent the business. So some feedback on the designs, past designs, is does it really represent the process? So even though we can see mobile phones, you have to try and picture the person with a mobile phone in a shop paying, for example. It sounds straightforward, but can you find an image that's interesting enough? So that's why you can tend to see a lot of images are people smiling with a phone in their hand, and that seems to be quite the trend at the moment. So again, in Pexels I've built up a collection, and then I just proceed to put that in the frame, and then I'm just trying to get a feel for it right now, and that is really the process that takes the longest. Really, is just getting the resources, getting the images, the right copy. And you've probably seen in a lot of the past challenges, it does get I wouldn't say it gets very repetitive, which is good as well, because you're just building up this muscle memory of all the patterns, and then what comes after that is really the meat and potatoes, which is the right imagery and copy. And I'm probably saying this again. Another feedback is the designs are very similar on the past challenges, so now I'm just trying out different things. I'm trying out different navigation layout. It's not too crazy different. Sometimes you do see the lab on the left side, so I thought, yeah, let me try that, and let me have the image bleed from the top, so it's right on the edge and it's hanging. So I thought that looks quite nice. I'm thinking, should I have the icons going down vertically rather than horizontally? So again, I'm just playing around with the layout. Hopefully there's still a balance on the page. Balance is when you have too many elements on one side or the other, so you try and balance it out. Again, I'm playing with the shape of the image. Can I put it, can I change the angles just to make it look a bit different, not so common. So here, yeah, another nice trend is using these geometric shapes in the background, and I thought, yeah, let me go for that. I haven't done that yet. I really wanted to do this. I thought this is a good opportunity to put this in. And the shape of the image is an iPhone 375/812 pixels. And then what I'm doing here, I'm actually putting a gradient in rather than have a solid color. I thought that a nice subtle gradient. So you have to flatten it, and then I'm just choosing 3 colors that are near each other, from blue to purple. And I thought that sits very well. It's quite modern and clean. And then probably what you've seen is some anything with mobile phones. You might see the shape of the mobile phone in borders. So I thought maybe I can just have the shape coming out towards you, kind of thing, just to play around again. But hopefully it's not too overpowering from the main goal, which is to get a sign up. So here, yeah, you can see what I'm doing with the borders. I'm changing the colors to match the gradient from blue to purple, just to give the page a bit more elements on there. And now I'm just positioning the icons and where they could go and how the page could be balanced. So yeah, hopefully you're finding these challenges useful, and I really do encourage you to try it. You'll be surprised what you'll learn, or you'll be surprised what you don't know. It's just amazing. If you have a job like myself, I have one client, and it's very easy just to get bogged down in meetings and work, and that's it. Whereas this allows you to explore, practice, just look at the latest modern trends that are out there. Of course, you don't want to go too crazy with trends. You want to stick to the foundations of design: good layout, good typography, good color, which is all gonna go towards the goal of accomplishing something or solving a problem. So here I'm just playing around with the icons, and I do tend to like putting them in shapes. And again, I went with shapes that are similar to the phone, just to keep it consistent. And I had the staggered look, so it kind of looks like it's going down, so maybe it will encourage the user to scroll and explore. And that's another feedback sometimes, when the page is too when it doesn't look like there's any content below, people won't scroll. So again, I'm just choosing colors again that are near each other, nothing too drastic, but very simple and effective. And just again, it gives some color to the page, but it's not too overpowering from the main CTA, which is in black. Its contrast is stronger than everything else. so hopefully that will stand out. And the font that I've used is Atkinson Hyper something. Wow, can't remember the whole name. Let me just double check. Atkinson, let me just check here. Atkinson Hyper Legible. I think this is a really nice font, and it just came out recently, and it's renowned for being very legible. I think the designer, he done a font for Braille users. So we are at the end of the video. Wow. So yeah, have fun, explore, don't be afraid to try things, but try and stick to the principles of basic design. Don't go too crazy, because I did try it the other day and my head started to hurt. But anyway, my name is Roy. Hopefully you find the content useful. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and have a good morning, afternoon and evening. Bye.